Right, so indices here, question 1, all right. When we've got negative power, okay, we've got to do something involving the reciprocal in order to work out the actual value of it. One way to demonstrate how it works is to look at the following here, okay. So you notice here I've written 2 to the power 4, and I put the answer down, because of course 2 to the power 4 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is 16. 2 cubed is 8, because 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. 2 squared, of course, is 4. And 2 to the power 1, of course, is just 2. Now notice here with the powers of 2 here, notice they're sort of decreasing by 1 each time, okay? So, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, okay? So there's a nice pattern going on here, but there's also a pattern going on this side as well. So if you notice, we've got 16 here, then 8, 4, and 2. So notice we're halving each time, yeah? Half of 16 is 8, half of 8 is 4, half of 4 is 2. And it makes sense then that this pattern would continue. So if we halve this again, half of 2 is 1, right? So we see 2 to the power 0 is 1, right? And that should be something we remember. Anything to the power 0 is 1. And then we keep on halving, don't we? So if you think about it, 1, if we halve that, well, half of 1 is a half, okay? And if we keep on halving, half of a half is a quarter. Okay, half of a half is a quarter. If we halve a half, we get a quarter. And then if we halve a quarter, we get an eighth, right? But what I want you to notice here is, if you notice 2 to the minus 1 is 1 over 2. That's like saying 1 over 2 to the power 1. 2 to the minus 2 is 1 over 4, which is like saying 1 over 2 squared, yeah, because that's what 4 is, 2 squared. And then similarly here, 1 over 8, okay, for 2 to the minus 3. Well, 8 is the same as 2 cubed, isn't it? So 2 to the minus 3 is 1 over 2 cubed. So that's what we do, right? When you have a minus power, you write the reciprocal. So you write it as 1 over and change the power to a positive. So you notice 2 to the minus 1 here is 1 over 2 to the power 1. 2 to the minus 2 is 1 over 2 squared. And 2 to the minus 3 is 1 over 2 cubed. So the same thing going on here. We write this as, because this minus power, right, as a reciprocal, 1 over 2 cubed. And of course 2 cubed is 8. So the value will be that there. Alright, now when we've got fractional powers, right, we need to equate fractional powers to roots, okay? And in this case, because this power half, that's going to be the square root, okay? And you just need to think about the fact that we've got 1 over 2. And we know it's the sort of opposite of squaring, okay? So when we're squaring, we times by itself, when we've got the power 2 there, but when we've got power half, we square root in. So you need to do square root of 16 there, which is 4. Third here, well, that's like the opposite of cubing, okay? So that'll be the cube root, okay? And the cube root of 64 actually is also 4, okay? So we write a little 3 here, maybe that 3 is a little bit too big, so we write a little 3 there, to represent cube root of 64, and we get 4, okay? Because if you think about it, 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. Now when it comes to D here, 27 to the power 2/3, well, if you've got 2 on the top of your fraction, all right, that's a bit of a problem. So what I do is I rewrite this, okay, 2/3 as 27 to the power 3rd, but I put that in a bracket, and because there's a 2 on the top there, I take the 2 out, the power 2, and we'll square it later on. So we'll think of it as 27 to the power 1/3 and then take the power out. Now power 1/3, don't forget, is cube root. So cube root of 27, and then we want to square it. So with the cube root of 27, right, you've got to think about what you times by itself and by itself again to get 27. That's going to be 3, isn't it? So we get 3 in that bracket, then we square it, so we get 9. So the answer is 9.